If you don't make peace with your past, it'll keep choosing your partners for you. And by the end of this video today, I'm going to pinpoint the exact voice that keeps sabotaging your love life. And I'm going to give you a few tools to make peace with it, and most importantly, finally let it go. But before we get into today's snizzle, the cult leader himself, Rambo, he wants to know how are you feeling? And that is our $1 million check-in question. And all I want you to do is go into your body, into your nervous system, and ask yourself, am I feeling okay? And when you come to the conclusion, whether it's, I'm just letting Rambo off the light so he can go and do what he has to do. When you come to that conclusion, maybe you're feeling good, calm, composed, relaxed, feeling excited about life, or let's go son, and he's up there coming. Or maybe it's on the flip side. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, stressed, burnt out, tired, fucking scunnered as we... Scunnered, what a word that is, isn't it? That's a word we use in Scotland when we're pissed off and frustrated. Scunnered. I'm fucking scunnered. Maybe you're scunnered with life at the moment, and you know that's okay. So when you've got it, just summarise it, as we always do, summarise it in one word. And if you're feeling brave enough, stick it in the comments for me, and let's get a general vibe of today's walk and talk. And last week I tuned in live, look at that. I tuned in live for the walk and talk and asked, where are yous in the world? Where are yous walking, or where are yous tuning in? And one amazing, loyal walk and talker tuning in live said she was from Australia. And I was like, wow, I've never been to Australia. She said Sydney, I think it was from Sydney. So I love it. So let me know where you're from as well, stick that down there. So it sounds like a job interview, doesn't it? How are you feeling today? And where are you from? And why do you want this job? But this, I just like the check-in, right, because it gets you reflecting inwards, first and foremost, which is the most important thing on this journey. And it gives you some feedback in terms of whether you're living in survival this week, or are you living in safety. So let's do it then, let's get the vibe. I'm just waiting on the cult leader. He's up there sniffing his wee head off. So he's sniffing his wee head off. I'm just looking at him like he's in his own wee world. It's a dog's life, isn't it? Rambo, let's go son. Anyway, while we're waiting on the cult leader doing his thing in the background there, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to introduce myself. No, for you loyalists that tune in every Sunday, but for those who might just be coming across these walk and talks, I'm Stuart. I'm second in charge of this operation. The man in the background there, that's Rambo. Hail Rambo. We have both of us, I'm going to say both of us, because he started this journey me with coaching way back when I started my career as a personal trainer. So I've helped, let's say, thousands and thousands of women, people, men, upgrade physically, mentally, emotionally. And over the last few years, I have mostly focused in on healing, boundaries, saying no thank you, and my old catchphrase, which is fuck off to your own self-sabotage, which then allows you to set boundaries with all the muppets in your life. So welcome, that's who I am. This is my main man. As I've gave him a lot of shout outs today, he runs the show. And what a morning it is, And I know how I've asked you how you're feeling. I'm feeling relaxed this morning. I was feeling a wee bit overwhelmed with life over the last 2 weeks, out of routine, let's say out of sync, to be honest, because I had my weekend event in Malaga, 2-day event, reconnecting with inner child, which had 20 amazing women on it. And then straight after that, my friend was coming on holiday over here into Spain for a week. So I was hosting him. So for me, my routine was all over the place. My social I'm going to say my social battery was absolutely good, man. I'm going to say I was drained, and I was in a good wee routine. I was in a good little routine with these walking talks in terms of I was getting 2, I was scripting 2, and I was getting out with your main man there. He's away down there. Where you going, son? He's away down there investigating. I was getting 2 of these in the week, so I was in a flow. So this one has been a struggle, I'm going to say, to get back out, get writing again and get out filming it. And I know I say scripting it, these are uncut, to be honest, right? But I do have anchor points, and what I like to call these little chats is constructive shite, right? Because yes, there is like a script and anchors to it and what I'm going to talk about, but if I go off track like this, then I go off track. But I've always got something to pull me back in, and I can already see it's been nearly 7 minutes and I've not even started the theme. And some people would turn their nose up and oh, just get to the fucking point. But to be honest, the point of these walking talks are 30 minutes, and by the end of it, getting to the end of it, it shows that you've got some attention to your span and you're maybe not just turning up for the constructive shite. You're turning up for maybe the cult leader, maybe for some presence, for some just the authenticity, for the laughs, the banter. And that's always the aim, to be honest. The aim of these, it is for you to leave feeling calm, feeling relaxed, and maybe with a wee bit of wisdom to go and apply into your life for the week. So I guess by no further ado, let's get into this week's theme, which is building on last week. Now that we've started the Healed Women series, part 1 was all about, I guess, the real reason why you attract muppets or the wrong men into your life, right? Shining a light on the wind, to be honest. Right, shining a light on the wind. It's the wind, it's your wind, right? That's magnetic to these types of men. In part 2 this week, we're going to talk about self-acceptance, right? Making peace with your past, so it stops choosing your partners for you. And the biggest thing about my work, my coaching, my philosophy, let's say, is I help all my clients reverse engineer their past. Right, reverse engineer their past. I put them on a timeline, because for me that is where the answers lie. The answers don't lie in Slimming World. They don't lie in another diet. They don't lay with another 12-week fat loss course with a personal trainer. They don't lay in 1,000 self-help books. They lay with you and your story, and in your past specifically. And that's where I help them draw all the answers that they've been searching for externally out with themselves. I'm that man, I'm that toolmaker. I just go, right, let's get the chisel in there, let's dig out the winds and see what we're playing with. And how I reverse engineer the past is I go, right, let's revisit all the prominent landmarks and features that have shaped their life, which are childhood, their teenage years, the relationships, trauma, whatever it may be. And that's where you've got to find what you're looking for. And that is where the scary part is, isn't it? That is the scary part. The scary part is digging all that shit back up, because I'm going to say 99% of he's watching this, he's have all buried it so deep that you look under that you look under that door or through that door, you're like, oh fuck, leave that there, I'm not ready for this. And let's go, son, I'm just going to put the cult leader. Alright, son, I'm just going to put the cult leader on the lead so we can go walkies. Right? And that's where 9 times out of 10 most of yous have been hiding for your past, right? Hiding from your past. And for me, when you're hiding for your past, it's usually the story in it, the story that's keeping us stuck, the story that we tell ourselves every day of shame, why we're not good enough, or guilt. It's always my fault. And that really applies to relationships, innit? I'm not good enough. The shame shows up and says I'm not good enough for love, for healthy connection. And the guilt shows up and says, you always fuck this up. You always sabotage this. That beats you up, doesn't it? The old guilt. And that's the voice. That's the voice in the head. That is the voice, man. That is the voice that is holding you back. That is the story that's holding you back. And one of the questions I specifically ask the ladies I work with when we go through the inner child work is, what voice, or whose voice is it in your head? Whose voice is it in your head that is running the show? And that opens up a wide variety and a big can of worms. And let's say some light bulb moments when they start searching about for it and go, oh, there's a few voices in there, not only one. And that's the question I want to ask you. I want to ask you today is, whose voice is in your head? Right? Is it yours, or is it someone else running the show? Specifically when it comes to relationships. I'm going to use a few examples and stories of my clients, right, their stories, so you get a wide variety of what we're dealing with here, and you can put yourself in their shoes. And the first one is, we're going to call her the good girl. Right, one of my clients who's worked with me for over a year, and she was always sacrificing herself for her kids, in her relationship with her ex-partner, sacrificing herself for, come on son, he's just like doing a ramble, his usual ramble, isn't you? Just stop him and go and let me, just stop me and saying, let me sniff, come on, we're walking, let me sniff the walls there. So she was always sacrificing herself in her work, relationships, for her kids, burning herself out. And when we started to dig deep into her past, specifically her childhood, I asked her that question I just asked you, and we came to the conclusion it was her mum's voice, her mum saying, just be the good girl, don't upset the apple cart, don't speak up, just be quiet. And her mum was a carbon copy of this. Her mum sacrificed herself for her partners. Her mum kept quiet to keep the peace. Her mum, right, it was her mum all along. Her mother conditioned her. Let's say her mother had conditioned her to keep the peace, right? Keep the peace, so love chooses you, right? Actually, that is it. Keep the peace, so love chooses you. And you might be going, wow, that sounds just like me. I've kept the peace, so love chooses me. I've not wanted to speak up, especially when any type of red flag or red flags appear, and you just let it slide, when you know you should actually stick up for yourself. Stand up for yourself might be the better word for it. And then on the flip side, just watching some runners jog by there, enjoying their life. Then on the flip side, we have another client of mine, and let's call her the little soldier. She grew up having to always be the strong one. And it was the same again, it was her mother's voice that we pinpointed. Her mother would make her do everything. She would make her watch the kids, watch her brothers and sisters, do all the chores, run to the shops. She would say, shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. Be strong. You are my little soldier. Don't show any weakness. Don't show any vulnerability. Vulnerability is not allowed here. You are my little general. And she learned from her mum. Her mum conditioned her that, well, being vulnerable and showing a little bit of vulnerability is, well, what is it? It is, I'm going to say, come on, Rambo. He's not doing what he's told, so he is. He's like, just walking, aren't you, son? Yeah. I'm just walking beside me, causing carnage, so yeah, aren't you, son? I think he actually wants to stop. For a drink, so he does. Don't you want to stop for a drink? It's actually this road's getting busy now. Really, really busy. All the traffic. And it's knocking me off my train of thought. But that's the beauty of it, innit? We go with the madness. So as I was saying, the good girl, the little soldier, right, two of them had their mum's voice, and how that would show up in relationships for the good girl is, this client, she's like, I always sacrifice myself for my partners. She said, always remember my mum saying to me about my ex now, that look at him, he's a great guy for you, he's successful, he drives a Land Rover, he's got plenty of cash, don't upset the apple cart. So she was like, what? Yeah, that's me when I watch, man. I've won a watch because this guy's fucking successful. He's driving a shiny motor and he's got some cash in the bank. She's like, what looked good on the outside was actually a wounded boy in the inside. And she would never ever speak up for herself when there was confrontation. She had a wee bit of a, she had an abandonment. She had an anxious attachment, and she clung to that love, that relationship with her ex. And then the little soldier, anytime someone got close to her, she, right, this is too much for me, too vulnerable. Right, that guy's opening up and sharing his feelings about me. She would run like fuck. So she had an avoidant attachment. She shut down at vulnerability. As soon as that came near her, she was off ski. So I want to ask you another question. What one or what category do you fit into there? Are you the good girl, or are you the little soldier? And if you're brave enough, as always, Let us know. Let us know in the comments section. Let us know. And when you're doing that, let's just take in the view. Beautiful, eh? Absolutely beautiful. You might be wondering, where's he walking today? I'm walking up the east side of Gibraltar. It's absolutely amazing, to be honest. Tremendous. So it is. Come on, son. Beautiful. And it's early morning, and I'm just getting in here. Come on, jump. There we go. I'm going to let it ramble off the lead. We're going for a wee seat, son. Let's go. Let's go for a wee seat, boy. Come on. Yeah, it's beautiful. Although the cars were noisy there, weren't they? You might be thinking, fuck me, the cars are doing my nothing. Shut the fuck up. Come on, Rambo, son. Oh, this is like a wee, looks like a wee war bunker. If you can see it. Now I'm turning into a travel vlogger here. Or is that what you call yourself? A travel vlogger? Or a historian? This looks like a bunker for World War II. Lookout point. If you can see there, actually, there is some wee bunkers, lookout points there as well. And then this side up the rock, you can see it. I don't know if you can see it on my camera, but up the rock there as well. Anyway, enough of my travel vlogging historian. It's no my strong point, no it is. Rambo licking his balls. Oh you, stop it. You just missed that part, so you did. He jumped up as soon as I said stop it. Anyway, as I was saying there, giving you some time to reflect on no category, but what one would you resonate with, right? What one would you resonate with? And you might be thinking, okay, sure, give me something to work with here. Give me a tool that's got to help me. Let's say help me make peace with that voice and let it go when it shows up, or when it starts to sabotage myself, when I'm clinging to love, or love is getting close. And what I'm going to do is put you in a wee scenario. And we're going to get back to last week's method, which was tag, if you remember tag. And if you're just new here, go watch part 1, right? Tag is trigger, awareness, which was awareness of emotion, but this week is awareness of voice. And G is gut feeling. So let's use the good girl as an example, as the trigger. When you are dating, or your partner, or whoever it may be, and you're out for a night out, let's say with a group of friends, and that partner has a little dig at you. How many times have you been dating, or your exes or whatever, and they have a fucking little dig at you in public about what you're wearing, about your mannerisms, about just you being you in general? And then all that dig hits you, and you keep the peace by staying quiet. And how you know that is, well, you go quiet yourself and your stomach drops a wee bit, and that's the trigger in it. The dig for me is the trigger. So that is the trigger. And next up, awareness of the voice. Right, whose voice is it that pops up? Whose voice is it says, stay quiet here, keep the peace, don't say anything about the dig, just laugh it off like it's not bothered you? And we know, and I know that's not your voice, because you're in a little conflab with that voice, so you are, aren't you? You are saying, I should speak up here. And that's the G, that's your gut feeling. Listen to that gut feeling, listen to that voice, listen to that little girl. That gut feeling is saying, what should I say here? And that's when you speak up for yourself and you communicate your boundaries and you say, listen, I don't tolerate disrespect. What you said to me there hurt my feelings. So there we go with a good girl, right? The tag, the trigger, the awareness of whose voice it is that's trying to sabotage you, to stay quiet and keep the peace. And then your gut feeling, your actual voice, that little girl inside you that you've buried, who wants to speak up for herself. And next up on the flip side, we have, you right, son? He's just like that. When we got to walk there, I want to show you this. I don't know if you can see this. Breaking through. The sun's breaking through. It's not a good scope, but that's absolutely tremendous. I'm going to try and turn it around for you so you can have a wee look. Can you see it? Look at that. Superb, man. Eh? It's not great, the lighting, but it's coming through, man. It's rising above that ship, so it is. It's rising. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What a morning it is. Stunning. Stunning. And then on the flip side, that little scenario with the little soldier. Let's go through the trigger. The trigger is, let's say you've met a good guy. You've been dating for a while, and it starts to get a little bit serious, and the guy starts to maybe show up for you, respect you, open up a little bit of vulnerability, say that he likes you and all that, and he wants to take maybe things further. And your immediate reaction is to tense up, close up, and bolt, get the fuck, run another way, man, run another way. So that's the trigger. And the awareness comes, the awareness of voice. Is whose voice is it? It's making you close up, who's making you run. Whose voice is it? 9 times out of 10 it's not your voice, is it? Because the thing you're running through is the thing they actually want in it. You want love and connection. And the voice is saying, whoa, we need to run, we need to get out of here. And then the gut feeling in it. The gut feeling comes in as that little girl saying, it's okay, we don't have to run. Although this feels uncomfortable, let's stay and see where it goes. So that's 2 scenarios of put yourself in with a good girl and the little soldier that you can use to your advantage. Right? Remember it, tag, which triggered me. Awareness of voice, whose voice is that? It's actually shown up from my past to sabotage my love. And my gut feeling, the little girl in me who I should listen to pretty much, or I'm going to listen to. And that's what it's about. Right? It's building that safety inside yourself and coming out of the old survival patterns, survival strategies that keep sabotaging you pretty much. Right? Sabotaging your love life. And all stems from the voice from our past. And when we pinpoint it, we can start to let it go, man. Let it go. Let it go. Are you watching that sun? That sunrise? Look at this, look at Rambo. Rambo's son. A sun rising with Rambo. Well, let's get you a wee. You alright, son? That's amazing. Happy as Larry. So happy as Larry. It's coming up now. So it is. Well, I'm just disappointed my camera's not that great, to be honest, that it's not capturing the essence of what I'm seeing coming up. That's the beauty of life, and it's the simple things, getting out and sunrises and walking and getting a wee bit of sweat on. There's also just seen a dolphin just come out of the water there, I'm not joking. That was amazing. So it was. So yes, that concludes part 2 of this series, The Healed Woman. Right, making peace with your past, aka also known, making peace with the voice and the story in your head that keeps you on a loop of sabotage, that keeps showing up and sabotaging your relationships, because Well, you deserve love. Life's about connection in it, and it's about giving ourselves that, man. Giving ourselves it every single day. So, once again, thanks for tuning in to this walk and talk. I do appreciate the support of them over the last 6 or 7 weeks since I've started them, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm loving it, man. Loving every single minute of it, just getting out, getting walking and talking and going with the flow, and whatever comes to the old noggin, then so be it. Let's get that constructive shite out there. Also, don't forget, man, to comment, get involved, build the community here, right, because you're a big part of it. As I always say to my clients, is this is a container, this is a program, it's structure, it's accountability. You'll learn. Yes, you'll learn of me, but I'm messy as well, man. I'm just as messy as you. I've just been able to contain it and build something that gives you structure. But I'll also learn more off of my clients than I ever have. Right? They have completely transformed my perspective on life, on wounds, on trauma, on everything they share in the Monday night calls, which is powerful. I'm going to say powerful shit. So get involved and share in the comments, because whatever you share is not just helping you get whatever you off your chest, but you're also probably helping, I've got to say, whoever watches these walking talks and listens to them and can get to the comments and resonate with your story. So don't underestimate your story, because it's the one thing that has shaped you, it's developed you. It's the one thing that you can lean into and be vulnerable and share as your superpower too. So yes, let's do it, man. And also, I've got a few little things for you. You can do the 7-day walk and talk series on audio. I put it together, right? So you can either watch it back on YouTube, or you can go and grab it in the link in the description. And also, if you want a little nosy of my 6-month coaching program, right, group program, the link is also in the bio too, right? The next intake is starting soon, right? Starting soon. So I'm going to love yous and leave yous with a cult leader. He is loving his sun. Look at that. He's loving his sunrise walk, give you, man, and peace. So yeah, I'll see yous next week for another walk and talk.